Kung dati kasama pa ni Vice President Sara si Cong.Prasko, ngayon tila tinanggihan na ni VP Sara. No more Cong.Prasko dahil si Congressman Mix Turano na ang kasama ni Vice President Sara. Mukhang finish na itong si Cong.Prasko dahil si Vice President Sara ngayon ay nasa Danau City, Cebu, kasama ang mayor at 5th District Congressional Candidate Mix Dorano. Mukhang alam na kung sino ang i-endorso ni Vice President Sara. Kasi nga naman, traidor ang Prasko. Kaya doon tayo sa hindi nagtatraidor. Kaya't saan man magpunta si Vice President Sara, talagang pinagkakaguluhan. Abangan ang buong detalye sa buong video. Samantala naman na ni Vice President Sara mula sa kanyang ama na si dating Pangulong Duterte ang pagiging matinik pagdating sa politika. Siya pa lamang kasi ang nakapagtala ng pinakamataas na approval at trust rating sa buong kasaysayan bilang vice-presidente. In her father's shadow, as the nation reflects in the silence of Black Saturday, one figure quietly speaks volumes. Vice President Sara Duterte now holds a 61 trust and 59% approval rating, the highest midterm ratings ever recorded for a Philippine Vice President in the post-EDSA era. With her term nearing its halfway point, this rating becomes more than just a number. It reflects trust sustained, not just gained in the honeymoon period, but maintained through challenge, controversy, and change. Sara Duterte's 61% places her above all of them, and notably, she achieves this amid both a complex political climate and the shadow of international pressure surrounding her father, former President Rod Duterte, who is currently detained in the Netherlands. Despite the controversy, her public support has held firm. This may point to a public that continues to distinguish between national service and political noise, while other officials struggle with midterm fatigue. Sara Duterte's numbers suggest a deep well of public trust that has not diminished and may in fact be growing. Political analysts often see midterm ratings as a preview of national sentiment, a pulse check ahead of the next presidential race. While it's far too early to speculate, it's clear that Sara Duterte remains a formidable force, both as a leader and as a symbol of enduring strength in turbulent times. As Black Saturday reminds us, even in the silence, she has stood tall, and perhaps in that posture, silent, grounded, and enduring, the Filipino people see not just the daughter of a president, but the makings of a leader in her own right. At sa ginagawa ngayong strategy ni Vice President Sara pagdating sa politika, sa kanyang mga i-endorso, tunay na magaling at matalino si VP Sara. Ayon kay Butch Baliao, why I am recalibrating my senatorial slate with strategy and Sara in mind. Vice President Sara Duterte recently made her position clear. She endorses Camille Villar and Amy Marcos as part of her senatorial lineup, two women who have consistently stood by her and are in strong contention to enter the winning circle. In doing so, Sara showed not just preference but political foresight, knowing that these two could be crucial votes as she faces an impeachment trial in July, where 9 Senate votes will determine her future. At the same time, she also expressed support for the Duterte slate as a whole, which includes Jimmy Bondoc. Though she did not explicitly name him, her support for the party ticket signals that she has chosen not to disown or exclude him, despite his repeated public dismissal of her endorsements. That restraint in itself is a form of leadership, choosing unity over personal pride. As a loyal supporter of both former President Duterte and Inday Sara, I weighed this carefully. Bondoc's persistent defiance of Sara's choices, while still benefiting from Duterte's base, crossed a line. Unity doesn't require blind agreement, but it does demand restraint. Candidates are not ordinary supporters. Their statements carry consequence, and in moments like this, silence would have been the more respectful choice. And so, like I have said, and after much thought, I have chosen to drop Bondog from my slate. I say this not out of anger, but in pursuit of both discipline and strategy. I'm not sure how Sara will view this decision, and I say that with humility. But I believe that while party unity matters, political survival matters more. The surveys speak clearly. Other potential allies, Gringo Honasan and Willie Revillame, are more likely to break into the Magic 12. Honasan has long ties with the Duterte family and remains a respected figure. Revillame is a media powerhouse and a friend of Senator Bongo, a leading PDP candidate. Replacing Bondog with them is not just symbolic, it's strategic. This is what recalibration looks like. And tools like the latest SWS survey should not be dismissed, but used to refine, re-strategize, and win. To all the 13 candidates, if you can't support Inday Sara's choices, at least have the discipline to keep your disagreement quiet. Candidates shape public perception, and discord within the slate does more damage than any critic from outside. This fight is not just about the Senate. It's about defending a leader and preserving what she stands for. Narito ang full video na kung saan pinagkaguluhan si Vice President Sara sa Danau City, Cebu.
Okay, yung Pacquiao ni Balsang Tindan Ate.
Oh, dali tanong sa Metro na si Sara, Bibi Sara. Vice President Bibi Sara, naadere. Oh, ha? Naadere. Ibisita kita o taniya.
Amping, ma'am.
Amping, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Amping.
Salamat kayo, ma'am.
Pwede magpa-picture. Chong, dali, Chong. Akong ba? Sakit pa ba? Salamat.
Picture. Tagsara ni Waris, Bibi Sara.
Thank you.
Ma'am, amping, ma'am.
Picture, ma'am? Dali mo na.
Video lang, video.
Ako mo na picture sa niyo, ha?
Ay, salamat na. Bibi Sara, very good. Sa doon ako.
Dai, picture mo, dai.
Pagbawat sa amo, alin sa